everybody, my name is Paul Sanford. I am the Brady product specialist here at Standard Electric Supply. Today I have a couple printers here that I'd like to show you and kind of show you the benefits of each of these printers and the benefits that we offer at Standard Electric as a supplier. First, I have the BMP61. This is a portable printer that was just introduced this past year at Brady. It replaced the TLS 2200. The TLS 2200 is also a handheld printer. It was debuted 18 years ago, so the technological advances of the BMP61 make it far superior to its predecessor. It basically can do a lot of things that a benchtop printer can do with the versatility of being portable. It can print up to 2-inch wide labels, it can do wire marking, it can do asset and component marking, and it can also do some safety and facility identification. One of the biggest features that the BMP61 offers is the versatility of being able to put information on a USB stick and to plug it into the printer itself and be able to download a file's worth of labels. So if you have an Excel spreadsheet worth of information and you don't want to type it out, you can put it on a USB stick, plug it into the printer, and download all your information. This is a great tool. It saves a lot of time and a lot of money. Now the great thing about this is it does have a nice QWERTY keyboard, which a lot of portable printers do not have. This makes it easy and kind of uniform like a computer keyboard would be. So it makes it very simplistic. Like I said, it does do 2-inch wide. It does do different colors. There are different colors available in the ribbon and the materials. So you are able to do anywhere from wire marking to your safety identification within one printer. So here we have a kind of life-size example of some of the labels that can be printed with the BMP61. We'll start here with the wire and panel identification. Wire marking is a big use for this printer. Like I said, because of the USB capabilities of being able to plug in a full amount of job that a job would have for your wire marking. It does a lot of different colors as well for the wire marking. And then it also has the capability of doing the perma-sleeve, which is a heat shrink wire marker. It also does the raised panel material, which is a huge thing in the market now. A lot of people are moving away from engraved labels simply because they cost a lot, the lead time is significant. This allows people to print on the job or on the spot labels that have raised panel material. It looks very similar to engraved labels. The adhesive is a permanent adhesive. It's good for wash down type jobs that have a lot of chemicals kind of hitting it, and it's very chemical resistant. Another great feature is the safety and facility identification, which is kind of like a secondary feature that a lot of times I remind people it has the ability to do this because a lot of people will buy it for the wire marking capabilities, the panel marking, but on the fly, if you need to mark something in your facility regarding shelving, something as simple as that, you can plug in general vinyl material and do some facility marking. A lot of people kind of forget that it has the capability of doing that. It's got the full color spectrum for those labels as well. Alright, and next up here we have what I like to call the biggest and the baddest that Brady offers with their benchtop printers. This is the BBP37 color and cut printer. This offers a full array of safety identification. Pretty much this can handle a whole facility's worth of identification. It prints up to 4-inch wide labels, and it also can cut out different shapes and sizes. It does multicolor printing as well, and it also can print standalone. So you can walk right up to it. As you can see, this is a full touch screen. The clarity is very good, and you can also just walk up to it, enter your information, and print. You don't need to specialize in anything to know how to do it. A lot of people have walked up at our trade shows and printed their own labels on the spot. So it's kind of an exciting gadget to have in your facility. But it also can help you make sure you are compliant with many different OSHA regulations. So this can save you a lot of money in the respect that your art flash labeling your lockout tagout tags. It can do GHS labeling as well. The versatility is very, very high with this printer. A lot of people have purchased this printer just to do their GHS labeling alone, because it has the versatility of being hooked up to a computer and using Brady's workstation software, which has its own GHS labeling app within it to kind of use drop-down menus to complete your GHS labeling for any chemical that you have in your plant, as well as being able to walk up and print a GHS label on the fly. It does still have the versatility as well as doing the raised panel labels, which I mentioned previous, kind of the replacement for the engraving labels. So it more or less is a one-stop shop for your safety identification. You can kind of intertwine this if you want to do an overhaul of your lockout tagout programs. Now that's something Standard has been kind of progressing into as we go forward, is the lockout tagout. We work closely with Brady to ensure that companies are totally compliant with OSHA regulations with lockout tagout confined spaces, same with GHS. And over here I have a kind of great example of different labels and their real life size that were printed off of this BBP 37. Starting out top here, the 37 is able to cut out text, so you can individually cut out letters and with adhesive back that would be able to be stuck anywhere if you'd rather not have a total square label. Also, it has these safety labels like I mentioned before with the warning printed headers. Using a multicolored ribbon, you can print these colors within the label as well and also have your message on here. Another great feature are the tags. This is just a sample of one. It can do many different lockout tagout tags. It can print, any sort of safety image you need on there and any sort of message for compliance. It also does reflective material. It also does glow-in-the-dark material, and it also can cut out shapes as well. That's a great feature, especially for gauge labels. Now these gauge labels can be applied to show anything on that marking that you would need, and then it also has ruler and gradient printing as well. Now that's very big if you need a ruler on the fly or would like to adhere one to your desk or your workstation. Also too, we have the put up for the labels. Now the BBP series printers has very simple change out. Brady likes to say, and I've seen it firsthand, it's 20-second change out. Once you get used to the printer, these roll of labels pop right out of the printer, and then you can kind of see where they just drop right into the printer itself as well. So from there, you flip your cleaner down, you're good to go for the material. This is where the ribbon is. The ribbon's located up here. It uses the same ribbon for each of the BBP 30 series models. So from here, you just place your ribbon in here. There we go. And then close up shop. It's a self-calibrating printer as well, so as soon as you load it up and have the material in the right spot, it'll grab a hold of it and calibrate it so there's no wasted material. A lot of your older printers will have to kind of go through a couple of labels or go through a few inches of material. So this saves a lot of waste in that aspect. These new smart printers are basically waste-free, calibrate themselves, and like I said, about 20 to 30 second change out. That saves a lot of time. If you have engineers working with these printers, like I said before, you don't want them to have to be spending time switching out materials, having to calibrate it, having to type everything. Because if you don't want to use the keyboard, you can hook this up to the software, have Label Mark or Brady Workstation compatible with this, and kind of go from there. Download spreadsheets worth of information. It also works with AutoCAD. If you have drawings on there that you want to download into Excel and then bring Excel into the software, you're also able to do that as well. And in summary here, these two printers right here are basically the latest and greatest that Brady has to offer at kind of each end of the spectrum. So for portables, the BMP 61 is the latest and greatest that Brady has, and then for your benchtop models, the BBP 37 offers a lot of versatility in your safety and facility identification. You can knock a lot of things out within your own facility using this printer or combining the two, taking the BMP61 with you as you go, or coming back to your benchtop EDP37 and taking care of more of your bigger projects with this. Here at Standard Electric, I work very closely with Brady. I was actually an employee with Brady for 2 years before coming to Standard. I have great relationships with the sales reps over at Brady. I work closely with all of them in each of the 3 states that we operate in. And with that close relationship, we're able to offer some of the best pricing in the Midwest, some of the quickest lead times, the fastest help, and we have myself available basically to help as a first line of defense. I'm available pretty much any time to come in, take a look at what you have going on, offer loaner printers, offer demos, and kind of take care of all of your Brady needs. We offer the full line of Brady products, so anything that Brady sells, Standard Electric sells as well. So in conclusion, I really appreciate you taking time to learn about the Brady products we have here today. If you have any additional questions, you can contact us 24 hours a day. We do have a sales@standardelectricsupply.com email address, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.